Sorry about what just happened to the camera. But like I said, they didn't do the whole, oh, I'm just jealous that my wife is doing all the hero, doing the first hero to do all the hero work to make superheroes legal instead of me. No, he actually accepted this, and they do that whole format because he's doing it so that they can relive the glory days. He's just proud of his wife doing. In fact, he just doing this not for the whole glory, bring about the glory days. It's just that he wants to make sure he wants to be a caring father. And I could guess he could argue saying that, oh, he's doing this so he can becoming a caring father because he hasn't done that since the first movie. Well, it kind of makes sense. Even though there's a montage in the first movie where after Bob's destroyed the first Omnidroid, he's starting to have a good life with his life starting to change, starting interacting with his family a bit, but that never happened. But in this movie, it does kind of work. Like, mainly, after Bob does realize that becoming a stay-at-home parent does takes a lot of hard work. And the way how this furthers with Bob's dilemma trying to become a good parent does work out very nicely. Mainly because the part where he's trying to deal with Jack's powers and with Violet's frustration. And here's a little bit of spoilers. The reason why Violet is upset is because that she will find out that Bob tells Rick, I didn't mean to tell his friend Dick his actually real name is Rick. He tells him that Tony saw Violet as a superhero and erased his memories, which means that he actually forgets about her, Tony doesn't remember Violet, which suddenly causes her in a temper rage. And as for the part with Jack's power, it's just there for comedy. I mean, it's not for bad thing. It's a decent thing. Sorry about that. But like I said, it's a decent thing. And the way how it furthers into the story does work out very well. I'm not going to go into further detail, but you can understand how this plot works. And now let's talk about the animation in this movie. And I have to say, the animation really is brilliant. And first off, I like to say I love the animation whenever the characters use their superpowers, and especially other superheroes using their powers. The way how they design, the way how they use their powers is shown. The powers were shown, and especially in some action scene, they were brilliant. And you could tell the animators work really, really hard to make the textures of the powers, the way how they're supposed to see it, move, and everything to make everything explode or defeat the bad guys. It's super fun and really fantastic to see. And I especially love the character design and what they look like. They fully upgraded what the characters usually were in the first movie. And I really do like the setup how the movie makes an homage to the 60s, the way how the characters wear their clothes, you see the cars look like in the 60s, the TV, the home, and everything. I'm not sure this movie actually does take place in the 60s, but it's just me thinking here. However, there's one criticism I have with the animation, and that is the way how it looks completely different from the first one. And I'll be honest, guys, I stick to the first movie's animation a lot more, because at least that first movie's animation actually makes it look realistic, especially with the design of the humans and the setting itself, because it really looks realistic, and the characters of the models of the humans does look like real people. Here, they do look like real people, but in a little bit of a cartoon way. Well, that's just a minor thing. But either way, I like the animation, but especially the part with the action scene. They are top-notch brilliant. The animation is just brilliant. But now let's get into the characters. Now let's start off with Bob himself, aka Mr. Incredible. Like I said, he's just a man who's just trying to become a caring father. And the way how he struggles and actually does try to become a good father does work out really well. And the way how the comedy worked with his character in the plot